stop this if you want to become a millionaire.
So my video editor is getting this video right now. This video was not planned. We didn't brainstorm on concepts and ideas and strategy for content. This was truly just something that I've taken upon myself to talk about. And I f***ed up. And I even was advised not to do what I did. And I did it anyways. Sometimes, even if you get told not to do something, sometimes you just have to do it. You have to do it and you have to see, you have to fail for yourself in order to truly understand the repercussions.
I actually agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Or the consequences of your actions. So what is it? What did I do? What did Tori do that was so bad? Did she blow her account? Did she take a big loss? What I did is hurting me psychologically. What I did was set a goal for myself that was delusional. It really
Okay. Oh, this is going to be great. I really try before we put on any trades now to, where is that slide? Wait, Diggum, hang on. My point is missing if I don't have the slide. Son of a gun. Where did it go? There it is. Right. There's no profit targets. There's no expectations of a trade. You just put the trade on, you hope for the best, but you got to have a plan to get out when one of your exit signals occurs. It sounds like she may have had profit targets, had expectations, and when that happens, you can get emotionally tied to a trade. So this actually could be a fantastic lesson.
really was. It is quite delusional. I mean, if we're talking actual statistics and the odds of a trader doing what I'm setting out to do this year, it's just not very likely. It's not realistic. Obviously, it's not realistic. Yes, I'm trying to set delusional goals. But then not only that, I did it publicly. So I told all of you guys, I'm going to make $500,000 to $1 million in trading profits. That was really dumb, for real. And let me just talk about.
You know why? Do you know why? Because now, and of course she's gonna break this down, and how I haven't watched this yet. She's gonna break this down however she does. But by having this goal, this $500,000 million target, she could take trades that didn't fit her trading plan because she's thinking, oh, this could help me achieve that. Right? She may hold on to something because she says, oh, I can't let this turn into a loss because then it's going to hurt against my goal that I'm trying to take. Right? These are the psychological. I love trading. Oh my gosh, I love trading psychology. These are the kind of things that set you up for failure. But at the moment, you probably were thinking, hey, this sounds like a great idea. I should probably do this.
About why. So I've only had 2 trades. I've had 2 singular trades in January. But the mental toll.
I also had 2 trades in January. No big deal. Right? If it doesn't set up, it doesn't set up. Maximus, bro, my friend. That was why I picked this video. It's because I knew guys like you would be like, hey, who's this cute girl? Let's see what she has to say. Trump the markets with his speech. I lost thousands not listening to Chris. Spreads, yeah, legit. Expectations are super, super high, Georgia. And because of that, you can lead yourself to do bad things.
These trades have taken on me far outweigh the insignificance of just 2 singular little trades. Just 2 little guys. It's just 2 trades. What could they possibly done to you? Let me tell you. I've gone through an emotional roller coaster. I've had meltdowns. I feel like I'm getting more gray hair. The anxiety, the pressure, it just wasn't a good idea. It was not a good idea. You know what my goal should have been? To maintain. Keep doing what you're doing, Tori, because most people don't do it. Most people can't do what you do already at base level. Why don't you try just maintaining that? Why do we have to just go 10x? Why do we have to go, obviously it wasn't 10x, but why do we have to go 10 times harder? What's wrong with you? I'm a Leo. I'm ambitious. It's exciting. Last year I hit 200K easy. I was like, duh, of course I can do 500K.
I don't like people throwing dollars around. I really don't. I care way more about percentages. Way more about percentages.
If I hit 500K this year, I want it to be a byproduct of just trying to trade well. Maybe that should be my goal. Why don't we just trade well? I'm in a much...
Yes. That should be your goal. In fact, when I worked with Larry Hite, the very first $1 billion hedge fund manager, he said there are 4 types of trades. There's good trades, bad trades, winning trades, and losing trades. You can have a losing trade that's a good trade, right? If you have a losing trade that's a good trade, that means you followed your plan. You can have winning trades that are bad trades because you just accidentally stumbled into something. The objective in every time is to have a good trade. The objective every time is to follow your signals to get in, wait, don't do anything, then follow your signals to get out. And then don't do anything again until you get the new signal to get in, right? Sitting on your hands is the hardest part of trading. It sounds crazy, right? Everybody wants the excitement of the signals. Everybody wants the excitement of Lambos and stuff like that. No. Not doing anything is the hardest part of trading. Sounds crazy, but it's the truth.
Much better mood. I can sit in front of the camera and talk to you guys and explain this problem. But when I tell you guys, these past few days have felt like the world is on my literal shoulders, that I have actually 1 million people,
Johnny, I saw that and I'm not posting it, but it's funny.
with a microscope watching every trade I place and watching me get closer to this goal. I think that I cracked. I cracked under the pressure. Even though I'm ahead of schedule, even though I've made $77,000 in 2 trades just in January, we're off to a great
How much is she going to talk about money? That's like the 4th time she's brought it up so far. I think part of the problem is she's so focused on the dollars versus focused on the plan. That's a huge part of it. I mean, I've mentioned this in a while. The number one thing to do when you start trading and you get into your brokerage account, turn off your P&L. Absolutely turn off your P&L. The P&L dollars do not matter. The only thing that matters is, did you follow your plan?
start. You would think, why stop now, Tori? You're doing great. You're on track to hitting 500,000 for the year. When I tell you guys that's not the case.
5th time.
My brain can't take it. I closed a $27,000 trade and had a mental breakdown. It was a profit.
6th time. That's her problem. That right there is her problem. She doesn't know it. Her problem is she's focused on the dollars and not focused on the plan. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm telling you, within 3 minutes and 17 seconds, that's her problem.
Because there was so much pressure. I was so confused. Where did these emotions come from? What bubbled up as soon as I hit the close button? I didn't even know it was coming. I didn't know that I was about to have a breakdown or a meltdown. Oh, gosh. So that's where we're at. I don't want pity. I don't want pity from anyone. I don't want you guys to feel sorry.
You ever seen those posts on Facebook? I don't look at Facebook anymore. Where somebody comes on and they're just like engagement baiting you, right? Oh, I'm having such a terrible day. I feel like she's YouTube engagement baiting us with this, for sure.
Sorry for me, or poor Tori, she can't make $500,000 in trading profits. I just want to explain what pressure does to a trader. And it could be on a much smaller scale. It could purely just be you have made the transition to full-time trader and the pressure of paying rent on a trade is cracking you. It could be something as simple as that or as small as that. Or it could be something as big as you've got 1 million people watching you and counting on you to hit this goal of $500,000. The pressure is still the same. It is so much pressure. Oh, man, if I could explain to you guys how much of an anomaly that I am. No ego, just true statistics and facts. Let's start with just the percentage of traders that are actually profitable, that can generate income. It's not that great. The statistic is awful. It is 9 out of 10 will fail, will not make it. It might even be a little bit less than that. It'd be like 9.5, a half a person might actually make it. So we can start there. I am a consistently profitable trader. That's already in I'll say the 10%. Well,
yeah, no ego here. Well said.
Give it its credit and say 10%. And then let's move on to the next category of the amount of money that I can generate each year from trading. The percentages or the dollar amounts, whatever, what have you. I did 400% one year.
Okay. She didn't say dollars. My best year was 172%.
I did 180% one year. I'm working on I'm trying to get another 200%. That's just crazy. The percentages that I can generate in a year put me more in a 1 to 2% category. In dollar amounts, yeah, sure, maybe they're not as crazy as some of the other traders that you guys know or the other influencers. Maybe they're making millions. I'm not making millions in trading a year yet. Just the past 3 years, I hit my first 100,000. Then I made 200,000. Then I'm trying to make 500,000.
There it is. It's money, money, money. All it's money, money, money. Tori, your problem is you're focused on money. You've forgotten the point. Right. This is equivalent to playing Mario, and you're so focused on your score, right, that you've forgotten how to play the game. You're just constantly looking, you're on your Nintendo NES console with a little rectangle, and you know that it hurts to every single corner of that is jammed into your hands as hard as it can, and you're like a 9-year-old, right? And you're like, oh my god, I gotta save the princess. Bowser can't take me out. I got this time. Oh wait, what was my score again? Oh shit, Bowser just took me out with one of those stupid Fumba turtle things. That's her problem. She's completely lost the plot. She's forgotten how to play the game because she's focused on her score. And she's forgotten how to play the game. At least, granted, that's how I'm reading the video. In my opinion, she's probably engagement baiting the hell out of us right now. I have no idea.
Before, I was happy with just a few thousand. So now the category of traders that can actually generate the amount of profits that I'm making consistently year after year after year after year after year puts me in this 1 to 2%. Now we're moving into another
year after year after year after year. Humble brag much? I don't know. Mark, in my opinion, and you've probably read this too, or seen this too, the more people talk about money, the less money they have. Just saying. Now, I'm sure she does well, but the more the more I've known people who talk about actual dollars, the less actual dollars they actually have.
Another category that makes it all 10 times harder is that I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm not just in the background trading and it's just me, myself, and I. No, I have 1 million people across all platforms watching me trade. So to continue to be successful even under that amount of pressure is an anomaly.
Actually, I disagree. I think if you had 1 million people following you, and now we're starting to get somewhere with this, if you had 1 million people following you, you would have so many people holding you accountable to your own rule set that to jump ship and to to stop your rule set, you should have 50,000, 500,000 if we're going to humble brag around millions of people watching me. You should have so many people telling you, Tori, you broke your rules. Why would you do that? That would help you be more accountable. Like, you guys are here, and I know that if I ever broke my rule set, I would be flooded with messages saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Mark says, yeah, that's been his experience too. Mikey Mike says, that's exactly right. Very true. We found the female Jeremy. Yeah. How many years has she traded? I don't know. Apparently years and years and years and years and years. What did Nico say? Okay, can we move on to the next video? No, I want to finish this out. This is actually a great lesson. This is such a great lesson about why having the dollar focus completely ruined you in the plan. Just you throw the plan out the window. You throw the plan out the window when you have now focused on the dollars.
Truly is an anomaly. To actually do what you're saying, I think this is where I finally came to realize that there's no possible way all of these influencers or all of these traders or gurus are doing what they're doing, because that just, the percentage is so small. After you go through all of those categories and now you're here and you still have to perform, but you have to do it under pressure. I mean, I guess it's like an athlete, so maybe it's not that crazy. To become a professional athlete, let's see. The odds of becoming a professional ass. A professional ass. A professional athlete. D1, you move to like the NBA or you move to the NFL or the NHL or the MLB or whatever it is. And then you have to be an athlete under pressure. I guess.
Okay, the chat comments are like really making me laugh right now.
That's similar. Maybe the percentages of people or athletes that actually make it professionally are maybe in that same category. Anyways, don't know what it is, but it's a lot. It is a lot. And it cracked me. I wish I could find some happy medium. Last year, I felt like that was a happy medium. The goal was tangible enough. I hit it. It was great. We got to celebrate. We got to talk about it on social media. I hit the goal early. And then this year, of course, I'm like, let's not double it. Let's do more than double it. Not 400,000. Let's do 500,000 in trading.
They're right there. They're right there. Right? Let's not double it. Let's make sure we use numbers rather than percentages, right? You can't control the outcome of a trade. You cannot control the outcome of the trade. And because you can't control the outcome of a trade, setting these dollar values as your goal is only going to create heartache. And when you, let's say you exceed those, now you're like, I'm invincible. So I'm going to start making these terrible trades I never would have taken anyway. I am no trading psychologist, but I've done this long enough to know that if you are focused on the dollars, you are no longer focused on your plan. And when you're no longer focused on your plan, your rules go out the window. It gets awful. It gets painful. It gets ultra painful. Honestly, Ian's like, I'm out of here. See ya.
Profits. The biggest concern with all of this being said, to be a profitable trader, to make the amount of gains that I'm making in trading, and then to do it publicly, the biggest concern of mine is that I don't want any of this to change my trading. I don't want to do anything different in my trading. I don't want to make a stupid decision because of the pressure. I don't want to overtrade.
There should be no pressure. There should never be ever pressure ever in a trade. Not once. Why would there be pressure? Because in her account, 1 million people are watching you. Pressure to do what you are doing already? That doesn't make sense. Pressure to do something else? Apparently that's what she's saying is what happened.
Trade or over leverage, or I don't want anything to change. Like, my strategy is excellent year after year after year after year. It's trend lines. It's support and resistance. It's knowing when not to take a trade, when to take the break, when not to, when is it a fake out, how much do you go in, what setup do you take? So it's all of that, yes, but the strategy has done me well. And I don't want to it all up now because I have this crazy ambitious goal that I'm going to publicly say, ugh, that would just really suck to make a stupid decision in trading. What if, I don't even want to say it out loud. No bad juju. I'm gonna knock on wood after I stop recording this video. But I want to iterate and give myself credit. I want to reiterate the circumstances that I'm under, the conclusion that I made just recently, and what we're going to do moving forward. So to give myself credit, what I do is incredibly difficult. And I want you guys to understand that. It's so easy for the keyboard warriors. There we go. It's so easy for the keyboard warriors. Me, I can't say that word. You should have done this. You're not a good trader. Your strategy sucks. You risk too much here. You're not consistently profitable. Show me your broker statements. I do all of it. It's so easy for people in the background to type negativity, but I would love to see you guys perform the way that I do in front of a million people, in front of a million eyes, and you tell me that's not going to increase pressure to make it 10 times harder than what it already is. So I got to give myself grace and truly just pat myself on the back.
Good Lord. How full of ourselves can we be?
It's a freaking hard thing to do. I'm not trying to build up my ego or get sympathy from you guys saying, oh, poor Tori, it's so hard. She has to make money online in front of people. No, but it is incredibly difficult to do what I do already. And then also to have a following and to have a presence and to have a million people look at your trades under a microscope and still not influence your trading. It's crazy. And to still perform under all that pressure. So I got to give it to myself. Congratulations, Tori. You watching this in the future, I am proud of you, even though I'm proud of myself right now. But man, well done. But now what are we going to do? That goal was too ambitious. I had talked about this goal to other traders and to people that I look up to, and they advised against it. Just work on trading well is what they said. Just maintain.
Because that's all you got to do. Just follow your own plan. If you are such an incredible financial genius that you are, if you have been years and years and years of making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, because I am such a beautiful genius. If that's the case, why would you throw it out the window? I'm pretty sure that somebody who is that good at trading would say, I don't care what the trolls say on the internet. I don't care what anybody's putting out there. I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Mark says, oldest con in the books is taking both sides of a trade, publicly showing the winner, and then refusing to back up your claims. Just saying. Yeah, this is hard to watch. Let's dump it here. Let's dump it here. Let me introduce myself real quick. I'm just some random guy on the internet, but my name is Christopher Yule. I've twice been awarded top 100 people in finance. I was mentored by 5 of the market wizards, the best traders of all time. I've been successfully trading since 2009, and this is where outliers like us save time, make money, and start winning with less risk together as a team. Now, I want you to rank this video. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. So where are you going to put it? So this was Tom Nash's video we did on this morning's live stream. Here's the deal. You start ranking it while I clip the thumbnail over here. You tell me how you feel about this video. I may have a different opinion than you, and that's okay. That's okay. Where would you rank this video? Yeah, it got real cringy real quick, Wes. Well said. If she had a plan, good point. Is she complaining that she did not have enough profit? Yeah, basically. This was absolutely one of those Facebook engagement Facebook what am I trying to say? Engagement bait videos that my wife loves to watch, right? The only socials that I do is YouTube's, and it's basically hang out with you guys. I don't do any other socials. And that was painful to watch. Good gravy. The trend started to bend real bad. Amen 0. Quentin 0. Chef Exor -7. Lars, 20 minutes watching this. My IQ is down by 4, and she makes no sense. It's a 1. All the market's getting monkey hammered, just like this video. 6.8. I owe you one. Chris, do you ever get nervous as we watch you? That's a good question. And I don't. And the reason why I don't is this slide deck right here. This slide deck right here will save my backside. This slide deck right here will make sure that I say the right things and do the right things and take the right exits and talk about YouTube and talk about what I need to trade all day, every day. Why would I get nervous? I know what my plan is. I know exactly what my plan is. I know what I'm going to do for the full slide deck. I know what I'm going to do for my short slide deck, right? I have all kinds of plans, and they're all written down. And because they're written down, what's there to get nervous about? I don't have to forget anything. I don't even have to remember anything. All I got to do is read. There's nothing to get nervous about. So that's where I don't understand. if you have such a great strategy that you have made hundreds and hundreds of thousands and thousands of dollars, oh, poor pitiful me. 1 million people got to watch me make all this money. If that's really how it is, just follow your plan. It doesn't get any harder than that, or it doesn't get any easier than that. Jorn says 2. Just Vlad said 1. Hans 1. 3. I get Renee for looks. You know what? That's honestly like why she's in my list of channels, because every once in a while when I don't have any videos to talk about, I'm like, I'm gonna put it on. I have a 92% male audience. She's decently cute, and they'll stick around and watch it. There it is. There's full disclosure right there. Tori just got monkey hammered. There we go. I agree. Tori, as much as I enjoy hanging out and watching your videos, I didn't enjoy that one at all. So I'm going to throw this in the painful. I'm going to give it a 1.5. This is between forgettable and painful for me. And you know what? 2 at best. James said it best. Mark says, I think painful is worse than forgettable. So a 2. Yeah, for sure. But you know what's not forgettable? You guys. Let's talk about our member highlight of the day. All right, so moving on from YouTube over into the Discord. Couple things. Craig, are you here in the chat? I would love to say hi to you, my friend. So thankful he found us. Okay. I'm so thankful I found Chris. He saved me tremendously. I exited my positions in NVIDIA, TSM, and MU last week. Let's look at those. So NVIDIA first. Bro, no joke. TSM. Yikes, no doubt. And MU. Yeah, all of these have not the best setup, I'll put it that way. Thankfully I found them after buying positions in AMD. What's AMD doing right now? What's AMD doing? Oh, only going down even further. How much further is it down? It's on my main list because we talked about it. That's only down 2.3%. Only down 2.32% now. It seems to be getting more downer by the minute. And I exited those to small losses and not giving the boat, right? No longer holding the bag. Not giving up my profits is a first for me. No round trips with the outliers. And that's his biggest win. Craig, if you're here, I want you to know, man, I think you're awesome. I'm so stoked. And I'm so glad that you found us and that it's working out well for you as being an outlier. She got monkey hammered into negative. All right, let's do this. I see there's lots of crazy chat going on right now. But be sure to share your stories in the Discord. And the first rule of Outlier, you should tell everybody about Outlier. Maybe even Tori. And of course, hit the like button. Now back to trading in the Outlier trading room. So real quick, what is Outlier and what does it do? It tells you what old Uncle Warren used to say: be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Outlier shows you if investors are acting irrationally fearful or greedy, and by how much, allowing you to get into the stock before the outlier move happens. And you can get into the annual pass for just 82 cents a day over outlier.com. And if you're on a monthly trial, just shoot us an email and we'll upgrade you from there. No stress. Now, my style of trading using Outlier is called the golden ticket trading strategy. And guess what? I'm going to follow it. Even if you guys don't, I'm going to follow it because this is what I do. And even if there's 1 million people watching me, I'm still going to follow it because this is what I do. Right. And the other thing is that like only price pays. But I want to see the SPY with the 10 under the 20, price under the 50 on the SPY on the market. So let's go to the SPY. Whoa, SPY is down fast and hard. When did that happen? Down 2%, 2+% out of nowhere. I'm telling you guys, if this is a real correction, this is going to get brutal fast. Wow. Okay, wasn't ready for that, but that's a bearish trend, like I've been saying. Hey, and what do you know? Market breadth probably is going down too. If I had to guess, let's take a look. Oh yeah, it sure is. Market breadth continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Dude, this is brutal. But how are you feeling? Are you feeling stressed? I'm not feeling stressed. Not in the least. Not in the least am I feeling stressed. It's like a plan. Just follow your plan. And your plan's going to be different than mine. That's okay. The SPY has a sell signal still. The market trend is bearish. Market breadth is bearish. And when I ran my screener, the only one I looked at, because the only one that's going to show up for me, is the material sector, and that is also bearish. So I'm going to put on a trade today. It looks like. Might not, but we'll see. There are no expectations on the trade. Not at all. I have no expectations on this trade. I might lose. I might win. But I'm not going to tie my self-worth to what the outcome is. I have no outcome, no basis on what the outcome will be. I have no profit targets on the trade. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm going to go along for the ride and see what happens. I just have a plan to get out when one of my exit signals occurs. That's it. That's it. That's it. These are my exit signals. Now, let's go to the screener real quick. On the screener, there. On the screener, I want to see a positive backtest over 1 million shares average daily volume, a sell signal, under a 5% move in the last 5 days, all market caps. I'm a snob and I only want $20 or more on the stock price. The heat map, basically everything except extreme fear, because we want to take advantage of that. The heat map moving down and a red overlay. So when I run my screener, only 2 pop out. Where's that at? Here. When I run my screener, only 2 pop out. So 5 below and SCCO. 5 below. I looked at this earlier, so I know. We looked at this on the morning live stream. 5 below is inside this order block. And I said, if it can go down here, which is a big if, I would be interested. But it hasn't made it yet. So I'm not interested in 5 below. So the next one that I would be interested in is SCCO. We're going to pull this one open. And we're going to look at SCCO. It's down 2.27% right now. This looks great. When you want to short a stock, you want the market looking weak and you want the stock itself looking weak. This to me looks like a great short. And I don't have an expectation. I want to really point that out because so many positive YouTubers. I saw Christian's comment there. Or it was Steve's. So many YouTubers want to say, this one stock will make you a millionaire. Bro, trends change. Just ride the trend when the trend is going, and when it stops, get off the train. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So when I ran that, those are the 2 that I got out. Now, I want to double check that there's no order blocks in our way, no earnings the next 3 days. 10-20-50 is moving in our direction, and it's below the prior high. And all of that is true. No earnings coming up, no order blocks, 10-20-50 is moving down. So SCCO looks like a really, really solid setup to me. Next, start with the highest backtest and work our way down. And where was Steve's comment? What is the positive backtest? Check this out. You can actually immediately backtest what the outlier signals gave you. If you go into outlier on the particular stock you want to look at, hit this performance summary up here, and it'll show you outlier had a 156% return following the buy and sell signals. Now, of course, outlier is a long only platform as of right now, and these are long only signals here. So we're going to kind of take that with a grain of salt, but that's what we want to see is that the buy and sell signals actually perform. And then on the screener, you can actually filter down to say positive or negative. I don't know who would ever want a negative, but it's there. It's there. This, when we were building the screener, I was like, it should at least be there. Somebody might want it, but I don't want it. Positive return, and you can see that 156% is right there. Brilliant. Cheers. Cheers to you, my friend. Okay. Moving on. We want to make sure the sector heat map is getting more greedy / fearful. So if we go over to the heat map of SCCO, we can see that it was getting a little more greedy, and now it's starting to turn around, get more fearful. The sector itself is getting more fearful. Is that what I put right there? Sector heat map. Yeah. The sector itself is getting more fearful. Itself is getting more fearful. That's what I want to see. Legit. Now, the options chain. This is our big bogey right here. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just got real excited because I saw what I wanted to see. I saw what I wanted to see. Okay. I saw what I wanted to see. What did I want to see? Started 21 days till expiration. All right. So if we're in trade year, March 21st is the closest to 21 days. It says 18 days out. Let me go back. 250 plus open interest. This has 324. Hang on. My buttons are not clicking like I want them to. Less than 50-cent bid-ask spread. We're right at that 50-cent line right now. 710 to 660. And I can live with that. I can live with that. 20% or less extrinsic value. This is going to be a bit high. 119 over 710. Let's see. Oh, it was like at 26% earlier. Now it's at 16%. I can live with that. Oh, it's even tightened up even more. It was 680 to 710 a second ago. And then it's around the 80 delta. This one came in right at the 73 delta. Huh, what do you know? Chris knows what he's talking about. I'm ready. Let's do this. SCCO. Now get your position size. This matters, right? This matters a lot. If you oversize, in fact, when you go into the position size spreadsheet, it's in our Discord in the VIP Investors Toolkit. You need to put in your account balance. Let's say if your account balance is 200,000, you could say how much are you on a risk per trade? Maybe 5%. That would be $2,500. $2,500, right? No big deal. And doing the math right there is exactly this math, but it takes 1 second because Google Finance did all this for you. SCCO. So I'm actually ready to put this trade on. I'm going to do this on my other screen in the business account. SCCO, 92.5 puts. Get my position size. SCCO. Okay. And mid price is, that's not right. Hang on. Mid price is 685. I doubt that I can get filled at 685. I'm going to try at 695 first to see if I can get filled. Filled 695. 695. That's where I'm in. Now, as exciting as that is, where in the wide world of sports are we going to get out? I'm in SCCO. Current price is 86.60. Let's throw this in the Discord so you guys can keep track. Keep me. You can hold me accountable. In fact, if you want to give me any pressure, by all means, give me pressure. Oh, that was a closed trade. Where's the opening? Here we go. I know I did copy, paste. And this is 3/3/25. Trade number 1. Bought the March 21st SCCO. 92.5 puts. For, what was it, 595? Oh, no, 695. 6.95 for, oh wait, no, it was 92.5 puts. That's my bad. For 695. And it was trading at 80. What did I say? What was a minute ago? It was 86.80, I believe it was just a moment ago. 86.80. Now that I'm in, where am I going to get out? No problem. Watch this. So for me, I have the 10 EMA or a half ATR. If one of those happens, that means I've lost money on the trade and I need to get out. So let's go mark those on the chart. And first, the 10 EMA is right here. In fact, let me make this bigger for you guys so you can keep track. 10 EMA is right there. I'm going to put in my opening at 86.80. In fact, no, I have a little cheat sheet right here. Does all my calculations for me. Outlier, bearish, ATRs. It's going to look crazy for a second. But then I can just put my 1 ATR, my 2 ATR, my current price, and my half ATR above. Boom, like that. And then I can turn this back off because it does look absolutely crazy. There you go. Now, it's not exactly right. I need to change this to 86.80. And then I need to make this one a few cents higher as well. I think it was like 10 cents higher. Let's just call it 10 cents higher, 42. So if it closes below, or I'm sorry, above 88.42, I have to get out of the trade, right? As much pressure as you could put on me, I will not hold it if it closes above 88.42. No way. Can't make me. Not gonna happen. So let me take a screenshot of this. Oh, wait, we need to put in where we would sell into strength on these puts. So it's currently at what value? SCCO is currently at a heat map value of R10. You can see that right over here when I hover right there. Heat map value of R10. So 0 to R10, 13-point spread. So we're looking for R23. So R23. Now I back tested these and I found these to be the most optimal. So sell puts into strength at R23. And that's it. Take this little screen grab, put it on the chart for you guys, or put it in the Discord for you guys. And it's pretty much all guys. But the occasional lady. SCC SCCO levels. And that's it. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Do you? Do you? Be very honest with yourself right now. Do you know what you will do if it goes up, or if it goes down, or if it goes sideways? Do you know what you're going to do? You have to put it in the chat. You don't have to put that in the chat. Do you know? Got filled at 695 following you. Hey, that's up to you, my friend. Up to you. Dustin's in at 690. Dave says relative trade type. Dave says cheapest fill price. Dude, I'm never going to get the best. Never, ever, ever. But I just don't want to get the worst. Golden Oldies calling Nancy. Golden Oldies calling Nancy. Here we go.
Hey, Nancy? And Nancy's like, oh, hey, Golden Oldie, what's going on? Golden Oldie's like, Nancy, did you see what Trump just did? He just fricked up the market. I know. All my calls, they've gone to shit. My husband and I, we're headed to the bankruptcy court right now because all of my calls, they're ruined. Thanks a lot, Trump.
And then Trump comes in online. He's like,
Golden Oldie, let me take. I can't do a Trump voice. This was huge. I wanted you to know that I wanted to absolutely ruin Nancy Pelosi. And thanks to you, Golden Oldie, for letting me get onto this phone call with you, my friend.
And Golden Oldie, you, my friend, you're the gold star winner of the day. All right, put in the chat which stocks y'all want to look at. Let's go. We got some time. I'm done trading. I don't have anything else to do, but I'm here for you. What do we got? Pete's like, hey, I'm already up 2%. Let's go. But if you were Tory trades, you'd probably be really disappointed because you didn't follow your plan, and now you're up $14,000, right? No, follow your plan. Follow your plan. ESLT. All right, let's I want to do more inside of the outlier dashboard. ESLT, because I really want to show off all the fear and greeds on these. So let's do ESLT. New charts are coming sometime in March, Mahesh was saying. So I'm excited about that. That's going to make this a lot better. Oh, David, thank you. I really try to make my voice sound very good. Okay, ESLT, the sell signal came on February 11th. Greed has fallen to 0. Greed was up at 41 and has fallen to 0. You know, I've mentioned this before. The further it goes, the more likely it is to snap back. And that's why the deeper it gets into one of these categories, right? Either more fearful or more greedy, I give it less room to run on the heat map spread. So yeah, that's fallen off a cliff on the greed, getting a lot more fearful in the industrials. Your 10-20-50 though, if I look at it, looks like it actually maybe, yeah. Your 10-20-50 is still bullish, but your fear and greed is getting a lot more bearish. So it's actually up 7% today. Is this okay? Here's what I'd like you to do. The bottom of this candle. If the bottom of this candle can't hold, I would take profits. I would take profits like nobody's business, because that could, I don't know what caused this gap. It doesn't look like earnings. It could have been earnings, but whatever has caused this, give it 3 candles to find out. If it breaks down through there, get on out. Get on out. Hey, there's Mahesh. Order blocks R&D is almost finished, and they are looking good. No, Mahesh, we said it wrong. Outlier blocks. Outlier blocks R&D is almost finished, and they're looking good. And we're going to add them once the new charts are in. I'm excited about that. Manny just had a baby, boy or girl this morning. Manny, everybody say in the chat, congratulations to Manny. Manny is the new grandfather again today. Congratulations, Manny. I hope you can give that little tyke a couple shares. Outlier block, my bad. Everybody say congratulations to Manny. David wants to look at RSG. Ooh, that's a beautiful trend right there. What does our dashboard say? RSG. So you've got your 10-20-50 all pointing north, of course. You can see that, no doubt about it. Dude, Dave, if the market weren't so weak, these could be even higher. This could be even bigger and betterer. It could be way more huge. Way more huge. Look, you don't have the cards right now, okay? We have all the cards. You go back to whatever godforsaken country you come from, because we got all the cards over here. This stock has a much higher greed rating than I would expect right now, up at 35, while the industrials is also getting more fearful. So you've got that huge divergence right there. I'm telling you, dude, David, if the market were strong, if the industrials were strong, this would be even bigger. But as of right now, it's not. I would just keep that risk in check and make sure that you know where you're going to get out. That's the absolutely important part right there. Everybody's saying a congrats to Manny. I know, that's so exciting, dude. I'm so glad that you can be part of our team today, Manny. But dude, like, go enjoy those grandbabies. Where are we at? I'm trying to see if Manny said boy. The boy, Luca Ezekiel. You tell Luca that I'm a huge fan. I think he is going to do awesome. Congratulations again, Manny. All right, who else has got Trump's trashing stocks again? I'm so surprised by that. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm really surprised because Trump of all people is going to put the stock market on a pedestal to make sure that he's a winner. Chris Trump, yeah, right. Bigly. You're welcome. You're super welcome. Okay, ENPH. Let's go there for Ignite My Web. ENPH. ENPH. Okay, sell signal going on right here. Let me zoom into the 3-month chart. Got the sell signal today, in fact. Okay, so heat map value peaked around G3 and is curling back in. Peaked at G4, coming back in. So the greed seems to have peaked and is coming back down. That's a good bearish sign. I assume you're going short. The tech sector is getting a lot more fearful. Your 10, 20, 50, they're all pointing south. This looks like a great setup for me. I don't know why it didn't pull through on my scanners, because this is a today pick right here. In fact, let's see. Oh, that's why, because outlier signal returns aren't good on this one. That's why I didn't pull through on my scanners. However, could be great for you, my friend. Just keep your risk in check and nice. Luca Tuba says, hey, that is a great name. And he's getting 20 shares of Apple. Very cool. Let's see. Move. Eamon wants to look at Move. MUV. Oh, do we not cover Move? We cover 2,500 stocks, but every once in a while we find one that we don't. Nope, we don't. That's okay. I'll look on the chart here. MUV. No matches found for Move. I can't help you with that one. I'm sorry. Lunar. LUNR. That's from Dreamy Phoenix. LUNR. All right. We got a short setup here. 10, 20, 50, all setting up south. Let's go over here to Lunar. Dave, isn't this one of yours? LUNR. There's too many Daves in the chat. And oh, we don't cover Lunar. Okay. I know one of our Daves, I think this was his stock for a minute. But yeah, that one is definitely setting up for a short right there for me. Alan, bro. Is that a stock or are you calling me a bro? I put VRO. Are you calling me bro? Dadgum, why can I not type that? BRO. BRO. There we go. Brown and Brown. Whoa, look at Brown and Brown. Off the charts. Off the charts. Let's go to bro and outlier here. BRO. All right. So if we look at bro, got a buy signal. Let me zoom in. Again, these buy signals, these beautiful stocks like this, like if the market were cooperating, they would be up even higher, way higher. This stock getting way more greedy. The sector, the financial sector, losing some steam, heading towards fear. But bro itself, man, what a sharp stock right there. Move 2? Is that actually what it is? Let me try it. MUV2. I still have no matches for Move 2. I still have no matches for Move 2. Joe wants to look at CHD. CHD. All right, Joe, you've crested an order block here. So that's very bullish. That's what I want to see. If it closes above there, could be outstanding. Let's look at CHD in here. All right, CHD. Let's go to the 3-month. All right, buy signal came through. I like that. Getting more greedy still. Hasn't peaked on its greed. The financial or the staple sector actually is getting more greedy as well. Oh, look at that. Joe has found a diamond in the rough right now. Diamond in the rough. You've got a greedy stock and a greedy sector while the market is like basically going to zero, it looks like, down 2.3 or 2.13% right now. And then if it closes on top of that order block, Joe, you could be doing outstanding. Goes on top of that outlier block. Know what I'm saying, Jameis? Jameis knows, know what I'm saying? SAN. Santander. You know, the only time I've ever seen Santander at all is the Formula One cars. I even have a Ferrari Formula One hat and it says Santander across the front of it. It's like, I don't care about advertising the bank. I just like the Ferraris. But my team was the McLarens back before they got the Honda engines. I was all about the McLarens. But I did go to the race in Austin in 2015, and that was the rain out year. I don't know if any of you guys follow Formula One. It was miserable in the rain. I'd love to go back. Oh my gosh, we had the best seats, dude. We were on the 4th row on the front stretch, and Fernando Alonso, that he was driving for McLaren at the time, was getting into his car, and I'm like, Fernando, hey, fanboying so hard right there. But I'll tell you, front stretch, as cool as that sounds, like they're going by at 200 miles an hour. You can't see shit. It's just a blur in all directions. You can't see shit. Okay. Especially in the rain. Oh, we do have some F1 fans. Very cool. You guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, back to Santander. It's going up. I like where that's going. Let's go over here to San. And we're going to zoom in as well once we get here. Whoa, buy signal before this huge move up. Let's see how much it's gone up since then. Dude, I hate Hamilton so much. Hamilton is like the male version of Tory trades. Just somebody you can't stand. Oh, Lewis Hamilton. Ugh. Hate that guy so much. Probably shouldn't have done that. Anyway, buy signal came on December 17th. It managed to get through this big downtrend right here and then just rocket ships higher. You can see it's really peaking out here on the heat map. G32 financial sector selling off a bit right here. And I mean, you've got that divergence there. This financial sector is getting less greedy while Santander is getting more greedy. Just keep your risk in check. I mean, this is a beautiful trend right here. Keep your risk in check. Know where you are going to get out. He's offending all the Brits in the chat. Jensen Button was my favorite. He's a Brit. Jensen Button was my all-time #1 favorite. Christian asked, could the 3-month zoom be the default? I think once we get new charts, it'll be a lot easier. It'll be a lot easier, so you won't have to stress on that. The V10s are coming back. I didn't know that. Oh, cool. I have not, honestly. I tuned out. I tuned out the year the McLarens got the Honda engines and they just went to the back of the pack. I was like, I'm done with this. This is my team. They're getting absolutely demolished every week. Dreamy Phoenix says, I hate Hamilton tune. What a great channel this is. I know. Now that we can bond over that. Well, I've offended half of the Brits. The other half of the Brits like it. What's Rheinmetall? What's Rheinmetall's ticker? Tell me that and I got you. Marcus wants to look at Netflix. How's Netflix doing these days? That's a good question. So that is sideways as F. Look at that. How more sideways could this get? Unchanged since this pop in January after earnings. You got your 10-20 cross down a little bit. You've got your 50 period right there. And this is one of those examples where if you get into a stock and you follow moving average, you might make a buck, you might lose a buck, but overall you keep your risk in check. That's what matters. Let's look at Netflix. Okay, I see RHM. That'll be next. By the way, did one of our outliers make a gorilla hammer his avatar? Can everybody just type MH for monkey hammer in the chat to pay respects to Chief Exo right there? I'm gonna do it right there. An MH in the chat to pay respects right there. Well done. I really appreciate that. Okay, back to Netflix. Back to Netflix. You probably had that for a while, and I didn't pick up on that's what it was. Well done. Well done. Okay, we got a sell signal on Netflix. Peaked a little bit. It's coming back down. Greed got to as high as 40, and now it's coming back down. The communication sector is getting more fearful. The stock is getting more fearful. I think if I were in Netflix, I'd be taking profits at this point. Manny says he's my hero. You guys are so cool. Everybody throwing MHs. Everybody throwing MHs. I love it. This is so much fun to hang with y'all every day. I hope you feel the same way. All right. There was what was it? RHM. Let's look at RHM. RHM. No matches found for RHM. Must be one of those weird European companies that we don't look at over here in the States. Sorry, I don't have it. RHM is not available. Is that a monkey or an ape? Aren't they the same? One and the same? I don't know. MH is greater than Fox. BRK. Let's look at Georgia wants to look at BRK. BRK. Wait. BRK. Oh, is it like Berkshire Hathaway, like BRK.A? I assume that's what she's looking for. Okay, Berkshire Hathaway. It's only $760 something thousand. Let's go to Berkshire.B, the one that we can trade, $500. That's so crazy. Okay, BRK.B. Definitely in a bullish uptrend right here. We do cover this, but we have to put a slash in outlier. So BRK/B. And you should get there. All right. So this is loading in here. Let me. Okay, so it's got a sell signal currently. And it's gotten really greedy. I saw that right before this clicked. Oh, okay. Rheinmetall's a German stock. It was really good to own for the last 2 weeks. Gotcha. Yeah, the sell signal came right up here. I would say this Berkshire Hathaway may be hitting its peak. Got that sell signal. The greed is still continuing to clip higher. And as we talked about, the further that gets, more like it could be a rubber band. Whereas the financial sector is going down, the market's going down, market breadth is going down in every direction. This could be one of those diamond in the roughs right there. But of course, Georgia, just know where your risk is at. Know your risk is at. All right, let's do Sarah for the last one. Sarah, absolutely beautiful profile picture. All right, AAPL. All right, we've got your 10 over the 20. Price is under the 50. And right now, this is a sideways trend. I don't know what my notes were on this. Let me remove the annotations here. I mean, it peaked a while ago. Where did it peak? December 26th. December 26th, closed under the 10 moving average and has been really fighting these moving averages right here. So Apple, I mean, short-term wise, not that great, but long-term wise, like Manny buying 20 shares of it, you know what? It could probably go up 1,000% from here. But short-term wise, Apple doesn't seem all that sharp right here. AAPL. And you're welcome, Georgia. I got you. And let's take a look. Let's zoom in over here to the 3-month view. Francis, great question. Do you have any book recommendations? Yes, my top 5 favorite all-time trading books. They're listed in the Discord. I'll show you those in just a moment. We got a buy signal on Apple on February 11th. It's actually getting less fearful, more greedy, while the tech sector has been getting less greedy and more fearful. So this one's that divergence is happening right there. Just know where your risk is at. Just know where your risk is at. Question on the book recommendations. In Outlier, we have, or in the Discord, we have a book and podcast recommendations. And if I scroll to the very tippy top, I put mine in here first to open it up. Number 1, my all-time favorite is New Trader, Rich Trader by Steve Burns. Fantastic book. Number 2, The Complete Turtle Trader. Also an amazing book. Number 3, Trading in the Zone. This one is so easy to read. I'm sorry, not Trading in the Zone. How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market. So easy to read. That's my number 5. Trading in the Zone is the number 1 best trading psychology book. And if you listen to what I say, it's almost word for word what's in Trading in the Zone because it's true. And then Trend Following. If you can get this one as the 2004 edition, I know some of our outliers were able to pick up the 2004 edition. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. Better than any other edition, in my opinion. I've read 2 of them, and some of them are awesome. Or one of them is the best, the 2004 edition, and the 2015 edition is just really, really, really difficult, ultra difficult to get through. It's like an ugly textbook that you don't want to read. So That's it. I'd put on one trade today, and I just want to put this out there. If you are an influencer of any size, any niche, we want to work with you. Please send us an email over at support@outlier.com, and we can see how we can start working together. And of course, tell me in the chat what you're trading, and be sure to come back tomorrow, where outliers like us will save time, make money, and start winning with less risk together as a team. Now, YouTube is going to pop up in a couple recommended videos. I recommend you watch one of them, and I also recommend you have a fantastic evening. I'll see you on tomorrow morning's live stream.